And welcome back to How Not to Game with CaliJack. This is the Simutrans tutorial sessions. As you can see, I've double tracked a section here just so that we can show off signaling a little bit better and how you have to run your signals. Now, you can do intermediary signals. Oh, no, I'm not wishing for companionship. Don't worry. Uh, and the like. But we need to take and address the fact that there is signals needed at junctions, as we call them in railroading terms, and any crossings of rails as well. Now, unfortunately, in most of the rail games, any junction point, unless you go with an elevated junction or not at grade, becomes a point where the freight can jump to the other track. So they don't have what are called the diamonds, where two lines intersect, and they have to yield to each other. And not be able to take and jump onto each other's without like a spur line over or a switching line or connecting line. So what we've created here is dispatch siding, and we're going to label that as dispatch siding just so that we know what we're doing. So this is the CW's first dispatch siding. And for a road and rail, they're doing pretty good. I've got some of the signaling in. One here to make this a one-way and this a one-way. What I need to do is do some changes here. One, I need the rail to be able to do two trains of coal from the mine to lower flow power. So we'll have to figure a way to go from what we've got now and change this so that this comes out and yet still doesn't mess up everything. Now there's ways to do that. One of the key ways is we have to change the orders or the line orders for that run. And so we're looking for the lower collier, and we're going to look at its schedule. And it's a simple schedule right now, just 1-to-1, and it's just going to follow the easiest route. What we're going to do, though, is add one more point, and that is to make everything on the end flow through this spot. That will mean that everything's got to come to here. But we also got to do some other changes. And that other change is going to be the key one. So what I need to do is do a quick blast of that, back this guy up a bit, and we need to make two new sections of rail. And the other cool part is now with this, we have to figure out what we're going to do for this to make this work. So to make this into a true diamond, I did a bit of a snake curve here for this one. And right there, we're going to put what's called a choose signal. And it's a one-way choose. It's not going to let the train come this way. And then we're going to do a one-way there as well. And that will now slow things down a little bit. Put a regular signal there so that this rail can come in, and then the two-way signal on this stretch of rail so that the train can get in and out of the station and stop in case there's traffic coming along the line. The choose station point here and that waypoint being beyond it make it so that we got to go through the choose station and then choose to go to one of these two stations. So we're going to put another train out from our relocated first dispatch. Tell it to use that lower power line. And now we should be able to see our trains functioning correctly. Cannot find a route. Ruh-roh. That's not good. There. Had to take out that switching. Apparently the switch was the wrong way. So I may have had the switch set to single and not realized it. Now it can run the two coal trains passing in the two siding sections, which is first dispatch siding and what we're going to call the old calico siding. Now we'll allow this railroad to function slightly at a higher level. Again, the choose signal is the key here. Yeah, it's this guy, platform choose signal. Let me move him so that we got him clear. Whoops. There we go. Platform choose signals. They cost about $2,500. Not cheap, but at the same time they help. There's another type of them, which is the exclude from platform choice. I'm not as good with that. Some people will say do one of those there and then an exclude from platform choice here, but the problem is then your passenger train doesn't go to where it's supposed to go to. So I've got everything going with separate halts. For each line, or each train. Now, the coal trains can choose these two and function. Now it's time to do something really unusual, and that is to consider where we need to go with the other company. And we'll do that in another video. This has been another step in the signaling basics. Like I said, you do need these intermediaries to block so that, hey, it holds here so that the other traffic can go as well. You need this one just because, hey, telling it from here to here might be good, but then things begin trying to take and go around things, and that causes chaos. Chaos breeds chaos. We don't need more chaos. I got enough in my life. Thanks to the Feline Patio Occupational Forces. That is a colony of feral cats that has taken over my backyard. And yes, I'm soft-hearted enough. I'm not going to chase them off. Give them away? Yeah. Get them homes? Sure. Anyway, I'm CaliJack. This has been another episode of the Simutrans tutorial sessions. Thanks for watching and hope you have a better day than I'm having. And that switching is working, as you can see.